In its simplest form, mindful self-compassion is simply being mindful in the moment, giving yourself kindness for what's occurring, and remembering that you are one of the human race, that you're not going through anything that anyone else doesn't go through at one time or another in their lives. So you're really connected, not isolated when things happen that you wish had not happened. If you're failing at something at work, or you didn't win the race, if that's what you're doing in your life, and you just feel like a failure, it just feels so alone. And yet, if we understand, all humans go through this. Every human being is going to have times when things don't go the way they want them to, or they're going to deal with some loss. So that common humanity ends up being a very big piece of this, but you can only understand that if you're also being kind to yourself and aware of what's going on. So that's where the mindfulness comes in. We're all trying to get a lot done in a small amount of time now, and there's a lot of pressure to produce, and so we think we're working on doing something important all the time, and yet what we find is the brain science says that 50% of the time our mind is wandering into the future or the past, and it's trying to find things that went wrong that need to be fixed. The other thing is that our brain just naturally looks at the environment unconsciously every 4 seconds, looking for danger. So that's the part of the brain that's a survival part. So what that means is you're losing half of your life when you understand that you're truly not living your life fully when your mind is wandering. So, if we can reduce that, or if we can understand the nature of the wandering mind, we can actually train it to calm down and be present more. And what we found is that there's just tremendous benefits to that range from better health, better job performance, better personal relationships, including a better relationship with self. And we get to train our minds to tell our brains what we want it to do. So the reason I became very interested in mindful self-compassion as a program started out on a very personal journey. I began looking for ways to improve my life and do it in a way that I thought would also help me with my career, which is helping people through trauma and other forms of emotional distress. So the first effort that I made, the first decision I made, was to go to mindfulness-based stress reduction intensive course with Jon Kabat-Zinn and Saki Santorelli, which is a course that's been around since the 70s to reduce stress. And I found the benefits to be amazing, and the entire experience to just be highly rewarding, and showed me a completely different way of being and noticing how I'm being. So that put me on a journey of looking for something that I thought would be more self-enhancing on a yearly basis that I could also use with my clients. And about the third year, I took the Mindful Self-Compassion course from the originators, Kristen Neff and Christopher Germer. And the benefits from that, as I compared it to the benefits from the mindfulness course, was just significantly better, almost exponentially better. Both were very, very important and good for what I was looking for, but the MSC course had just such a lasting effect on me and truly changed some of my patterns. And then I used it with clients, and they had a wonderful impact with it as well. They got great results, and they liked the use of the different skill sets that I have learned. So, I just became more and more interested in giving this to other people, and decided, this was one course, one program that I really wanted to be able to offer. But my passion just comes from, first of all, how much it helped me, how much I love the material, and then since I began teaching, watching the changes occur in the people that take the class, and they see changes as they go through the program. and they report on those, and they talk about the change for them personally, the ideas of what this could do if more and more people took this class. They become very enthusiastic and send others to the program as well, and sometimes want to take it a second time. At this point, the MSc program is really just for adults. So I have just been trained in a version for teens called Making Friends with Yourself. And I love the title. I think that's perfect for the kids at that age. So that's from 12 to about 24, when the prefrontal cortex has really completed its growth. And that's what the course is good for. That course is different in that it's still 8 weeks, but it is shorter. It doesn't take the 2.5 hours. We cut it back to about 1 hour and 45 minutes. We do many more kid-friendly things. We use their language. We use activities, things that they're interested in. And we do a lot of art and activities, get gooey, and have fun. So one of the things that I tell people who approach me about taking this program is that it is helpful to just about anyone who wants to be more focused, be more motivated, be happier, have less stress in their lives. But we also have a screening process because we want to make sure that the person is in a place where they can actually utilize the skills that we're teaching them, and that they've got support somewhere in case something comes up, something gets triggered that they haven't dealt with, and they just need someone to talk to. Because in this course, that is not what it's about. It's about teaching the skills. So we just have to make sure that people know what to expect and that they are ready and able to handle whatever might show up in these classes, and then we can move forward.